Hey guys, it's Heather from Cookies for Breakfast here with the Pregnancy Week 33 update vlog. This one should be short. This is actually the fourth time I've started filming this. Benjamin is here demanding all kinds of things, so hopefully we can get through this in one take because I hate video editing. This week should be short because I'm filming this a week late. And I don't really remember too much of what happened during week 33 because it was a long time ago now. So week 33 was the week after the emergency room trip, and it was the week that we moved. So I'm filming from our new bedroom, which is really crazy. I really wish that you guys had seen our old bedroom because this one is identical. Like, the master bathroom is a lot different. But the actual room itself is completely identical. It's so strange. So it's like when I come in here, it's exactly like our old room. So it's kind of cool, which I like it. So anyway, that's what I'm filming today. Between the move and the emergency room trip, I've just been kind of thrown off the whole gestational diabetes thing. I was like really doing well, like sticking to the diet, sticking to the testing schedule. But between that and moving, and you know, when you move and you're stocking a new kitchen, you don't have anything in your house. Yes. You don't really have like food in your kitchen, so I've just been eating at weird times of day, and the schedule for gestational diabetes for your eating is just annoying. Like, it's not a good plan if you have a small child, if you've recently like had a large life change like a move. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just difficult to stick to, like in this type of situation I'm living right now. So I have to test first thing in the morning my fasting levels, which that's been the easiest. I've done that every day. And then you're supposed to eat breakfast, and you're not allowed to eat anything after breakfast for 2 hours, and then you test again. So, like, I just don't, like, in this situation, I don't work that way, like, it's just been, like, I, like, can grab, like, a couple bites of breakfast when I first wake up, and then I'll finish it later, like, a half an hour later. Excuse me. And that throws off your reading. So then you have lunch, or you can have like a snack after your 2 hour mark. But like, if I don't want a snack, like, I won't have it. But then if I have the snack too close to lunch, does that count as lunch? I don't know. I don't know. Then you have lunch, and you can't eat anything for 2 hours after that. Same thing with dinner. So I've just been kind of annoyed with the whole thing and kind of fighting it, which, whatever. It's not really that smart, but I know that, what it was taking for my levels to be managed and what it didn't. So I will say this should be a next week's update, but I'll keep it in this one because I know I'll forget. I have found out that I can't have corn products. I've been able to eat pretty much anything: pasta, cake, cookies, ice cream, anything like that. I've been able to eat pretty much everything that I normally would, within reason, as long as I don't go on a complete binge. But I've been able to have everything, and we ran out. I've been having cereal in the morning, like a Raisin Bran cereal. Ran out to go get more, and I went to like some really small local market for the first time, and I like to get organic cereal, and the only kind of organic cereal they had was some kind of like a cornflake with, like, I don't know, oats and something else. The nutritional profile was almost identical to like a more natural Cocoa Flakes that I had in the house. Excuse me, this cough is driving me crazy. So the sugar levels were the same, the carbohydrates were the same, protein, fiber, all of that. Anything that what you would think would actually count towards your blood glucose levels. And I had the Cocoa Krispies or whatever several times with no problem. So I figured that this would be fine. So I tested, it was like sky high, like unbelievable, after I had the cornflake cereal for the first time. And then I tested 4 minutes later just because I was curious if it was a mistake. It had already dropped to 20 in 4 minutes by like 20 points. So I tested again a couple minutes after, and it was down to like a more normal level. So it dropped really quickly. But right after having the cereal, it spiked super high. So I talked to the midwife about it, and she's like, well, try it again. see if it happens. Maybe you just have a problem with corn. So I did it again. My levels went even higher than they did the first time, and it was the same thing. It dropped really quickly after that. So definitely corn is something that I can't have, which is very interesting to me because I've been able to handle all this other stuff. Actually, just yesterday for dinner, we had like a pasta dish. I didn't go overboard on having the pasta, but it was like pasta, chicken, mushrooms, broccoli, all kind of mixed together. So I had pasta for dinner, and I didn't go overboard on having pasta, but I still had a good amount. Immediately after dinner, I had a huge cupcake with a ton of frosting on it, like a lot. Like this was it's probably something that you would think somebody in this situation shouldn't eat. And I tested 2 hours later, and I was fine. My numbers were below what they were supposed to be. Granted, they were borderline. I'm supposed to be under 120, and it was 118. But I just thought that was really interesting that I had pasta and a huge cupcake with a lot of frosting, and it was fine. And I have a small bowl of corn cereal, and it goes bananas. So what I find interesting is that the glucose drink that they give you for the glucose testing when you're pregnant is like high fructose corn syrup. So it's a corn product, which I obviously have a hard time with. So I'm even more questioning the diagnosis. Obviously it's not normal to react to corn in this way, but I wonder how many other people are walking around with this problem. Like, perhaps I can't handle corn even when I'm not pregnant. I don't know. I think after I have the baby, I'm gonna test. Like, I'll try like these cornflakes again and see what happens. But it is interesting that it just kind of makes me think of a lot of things. I've been questioning the diagnosis anyway because my numbers have been so good, and then I have the corn issue. Then you think about the corn syrup. And it's just interesting. So anyway, there was that. So week 33 also was basically just it was the first week after we moved. So we moved on a Saturday. Benjamin's second birthday party was the following Saturday. So honestly, every single thing that I did that for the entire week was either work on cleaning up the downstairs, unpacking things, and work on birthday crafts. And that was pretty much the whole week. Honestly, there really wasn't anything else too eventful. Just getting settled in the house. Tried to find where our Dunkin' Donuts is for coffee, trying to find the closest supermarket, things like that. So that was pretty much it. We found a really cute dairy farm where we got his cake from, which was phenomenal. So Benjamin and I went out there, saw a bunch of chickens and cows, and he liked running around. So we'll definitely be getting, I think, all of our cakes and stuff from there. That's actually where the big cupcake was from, because we were in love with the cake so much we had to stop and get cupcakes yesterday. So that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, I thought this was interesting. That's I'm always talking about the weight gain. I think because of the strange eating that I've had this past week, or during in between the move and everything, I actually lost, I think, 2 pounds in between week 32 and week 33. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's anything of interest to note. I'll do a bump shot, which I'm going to be filming the week 34 vlog in a couple of days anyway, so it's probably going to be pretty similar, but I'll keep it included because that's part of the protocol. Hopefully we can get this to balance. The computer's at a weird angle, so I don't know, it didn't really come out the best. But anyway, that is all for week 33, and I will see you next week. Bye.